Are you relocating to Atlanta, Georgia and looking for a city with a small town feel? Maybe a city that's more rural and laid back, maybe a city with a rich equestrian history where you will find horse farms, wineries, golf and country club communities, and beautiful homes on 1+ acre lots? Well, look no further, because today we're gonna take you to Milton, Georgia. Milton is a beautiful city here in Atlanta, Georgia, and is one of the wealthiest cities in the Atlanta area. Today, we're gonna go over the good and the bad of living in Milton, Georgia. What are some pros and cons of living in Milton, Georgia? So that's exactly what we're gonna be covering in this video today, and we are getting after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to understand everything about living in Atlanta, Georgia, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notification so you can be the first to know about the current market in Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Livia Bika with Keller Williams, North Atlanta. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to Atlanta in the beautiful suburbs, and we absolutely love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text or send us an email. All the information is in the description below so we can help you for a smooth move to North Atlanta and the beautiful suburbs. So as I mentioned, today we're going to talk about Milton, Georgia. Milton is positioned 30 miles north of Atlanta, usually a 35-40 minutes drive if there is no traffic. Population of Milton today is approximately at 40,000 people. 75% of the people that live in Milton actually own their home, while only 25% rent. Milton is one of the wealthiest suburbs of Atlanta, so very, very expensive, but beautiful and gorgeous properties everywhere in Milton, especially equestrian properties, farms, equestrian centers, golf club communities. Median household income in Milton is at $136,000. The city of Milton is a rural paradise located just minutes from Georgia 400 in North Fulton County. In addition to its unmatched quality of life, Milton is home to some of the best schools in the state and features a vibrant mix of commercial, office, and retail space for business owners looking to reach their dreams. Now let's go over some pros first. Number 1, the Crabapple Market District in Milton. Crabapple Market is the shopping and dining district in Milton. Crabapple Market is the story of mom and pop businesses. It's the story of places to meet family and friends. It's a collection of shop, restaurants, and residential that are connected by walkways and trails. It starts at Crabapple Green, a place to toss a ball or throw a frisbee, and then from there it's all about walking or riding a bike into town. It's about a simpler way of life. To give you an example of how amazing Crabapple Market District is, let's look at the rooftop at Crabapple Market. This is a premier event venue in Milton that offers meeting and event space for small to medium gatherings. Located in Crabapple Market with indoor and outdoor space, good to host corporate and special events and social gatherings. So as you see, Milton has so much to offer, and especially the Crabapple District. It is amazing. So make sure if you visit Milton, go check out the Crabapple District. Now let's go to our number 2, which is the community events. Milton is very well known for the community events. So many things going on. Some of the events that are scheduled for 2024 in the Crabapple Market are Crabapple Derby Dash 5K, St. Patrick's Day Party, Alex Pizza Party, Crabapple Fest, Community Egg Hunt, and events at the local library. Now let's go to pro number 3 for Milton, which is the Milton Library. Now this is not a regular library. This is such an amazing library in Milton. It's not your average old school library. Milton Library is a beautiful state-of-the-art building inspired by the equestrian and agricultural character of the area. We're gonna read 2 reviews from the locals about the library in Milton. The city of Milton is what the locals call horse country, We like to joke that there are more horses than people here, so naturally the library would be built like a horse barn. It's sort of the unofficial theme of the city. Isn't that amazing? Now another local says this: the library is simply beautiful. The building has designed to fit right with the community surroundings. The astronomy clubs for both children and adults are fantastic in the Milton Library. So as you see, Milton Library is such a unique library, and it has so much to offer, so many events for kids and for adults. So make sure if you live in Milton, check out Milton Library. Now let's go to number 4, A+ rated schools in Milton, Georgia. Now, of course, public schools, elementary, middle, and high school. Milton has amazing public schools. Now, public and private schools in Milton are top-notch for academics and athletics. One of the best high schools in Milton is the Milton High School, which is ranked as number 6 best public high school in Georgia. Now, let's go to number 5, the weather in Milton, Georgia. Now, the weather can be a pro or a con. Now, depends if you and your family, if you love summer as much as we do, it's gonna be a pro. Now, if you don't like hot summers and mild winters, then it's gonna be a con. Right now, let's have it as a pro. This is number 5, the weather. So it's a pro because we have a long summer, a lot of activities for the kids, a lot of water activities, mountains, and of course we have very mild winters. I used to live in Chicago, so I know how the winters are in Chicago. No more snow shoveling, no more. The winter is so easy here. So for those of you that live in Chicago or anywhere where you have a lot of snow, believe me, this is piece of cake. It's so easy, we love it. Now let's go to number 6, the Atlanta International Airport, which is a pro. Now, for those of you that are going to travel for work and you have to fly anywhere in the world, Atlanta International Airport, Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is one amazing airport, one of the biggest airports in the world. It holds the distinction of being the first airport in the world to host more than 100 million passengers in a single year. Atlanta International Airport has 78 international direct flights and 150 direct domestic flights. So very easy to travel. We have this amazing airport. It is so easy for those of you that are going to travel for work. This is the best thing for you. Like, you're going to be next to like 30 to 40 minutes driving from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Okay, so we are done with the pros. Now let's go into some cons. I'm sure you are really curious to see what are the cons for Milton and for Georgia in general. Now, number 1, the weather. So for those of you that don't like the hot summers and the mild winters, it's gonna be a con because you're gonna have hot days. When I say hot, July and August are gonna be very hot, 90 to 100 degrees every single day. Now, number 2 con is gonna be the bugs. Now, the humidity and the hot climate, especially June, July, and August, will bring a lot of bugs also here in Milton and, of course, in Georgia. Now, when I'm saying bugs, yes, we do have a lot of mosquitoes, especially when it's super humid outside and it's very hot. Now, what we do, we go by the pools. We have professionals that come and spray the entire area. Then termites. When we do a home inspection here in Georgia, we always have a termite inspection. We want to make sure that the home is protected, against termites. Then we also have squirrels, a lot of squirrels, some snakes here and there. Now also deers, a lot of deers. Right now we live right here next to Lake Lanier, and we're in a smaller subdivision with no HOA. So what we see every single night, we have so many deers coming in our backyard or in the front of the house trying to eat the flowers. So a lot of deers, which, kids love the deers, but they are also very dangerous when you drive on these roads and hills, and you have to be very careful because they can jump in front of your car. So if you visit Georgia and you've never been here, make sure you watch, how you drive, because especially if you're in the suburbs, in the north suburbs where we are, we do have a lot of deers. Let's go to number 3, the pollen. So for those of you that have allergies, make sure, I want you to understand that Georgia and Milton has a lot of pollen allergies. So March, usually the end of March, beginning of April, when everything starts to bloom, is usually 70 to 75 degrees every single day. Everything is blooming. We have so many flowers, so many trees. For 3 weeks to a month, I will say, your entire car will be full of pollen. You will need to wash it every single day. The terrace outside, everything is yellow or green. Seriously, I need to blow everything. I need to wipe it and blow it with a blower. We do use blowers a lot here for leaves and for pollen, of course. Then we do wash our cars pretty often, especially in the spring. Make sure you get your allergy pills, and if you visit Georgia, maybe make sure you buy some local honey. That helps usually. I did this with my kids because they were 3 and 7 when we moved here. So I was afraid about the allergies. So what we did, we bought some local honey from a local farm, and we used to eat it every single day. And right now we are so much better, like you cannot even compare. Okay, let's go to number 4 con, which is the commute to Atlanta or the airport. So if you are in Milton, you are 30 miles north of Atlanta. Now Georgia 400, which is the highway that you're gonna take south to go to Atlanta, it can be very packed, especially in the morning or 5 p.m. when schools are closing and everybody goes home. Instead of 30 minutes, it might take you 1 hour to get to the airport. Instead of 30 minutes to get to Atlanta, it might take you 40 minutes or 50 minutes to get to Atlanta. Now, depends exactly at what time you are commuting. Georgia and Atlanta in general is very well known for the bad traffic. So make sure you plan accordingly if you need to commute to your work and if you need to go to Atlanta or if you need to go to the airport. Number 5 con, the home prices in Milton. Very, very expensive homes. Milton is one of the wealthiest suburbs of Atlanta because of the equestrian farms, because of the golf course communities, golf and country club communities. So there are so many and they are so beautiful. Manor Golf and Country Club in Milton, which is one of the most amazing golf club communities here in Milton. Homes are selling from $2 million to $8 million in only one community. Now, we looked at our local FMLS to see exactly how many listings are available now, being February 2024. 73 listings in Milton. Prices are starting at $479,000 up to $12 million in the city of Milton. Now, $479,000, it will get you only a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square feet, no basement. There were only 13 homes under $1 million. So that is very, very expensive. Only 13 homes and only 1 or 2 were under the 600,000. Everything else a higher price. You're gonna have a lot of options in Milton from 1 million to 12 million. Below 1 million, as I said, 13 homes only available. Now, medium home sale in Milton in January 2024 was at $990,000, while the average sale of a property in Milton was at $1,350,000. Yes, you heard that right, almost 1.4 million, the average home sale for a property in Milton, Georgia. For example, for a $9 million home, you will get a 24,000 square feet estate on a 9-acre lot in Milton, gated. Now, if we look at the Manor Golf and Country Club, they have 10 homes available in this one community, golf club community. Prices are starting in the Manor Golf and Country Club in Milton at $1.8 million up to $7.3 million. Now, HOA that you have to pay for the golf and country clubs is $4,500 annually just to live in the Manor Golf and Country Club. And I don't think that's gonna include the golf membership. That has to be paid additional. A lot of expensive properties, a lot of beautiful homes, luxury home. So if you're somebody that is looking for a luxury estate, you wanna be in a golf club community, or you wanna have a equestrian farm, Milton is your to-go city. Very expensive, but very good school, public and private schools. Now comment below and let me know, would you love to have like an equestrian farm and have horses and be 30 minutes, driving from Atlanta? Or would you like to live in a golf club community in Milton or Alpharetta or anywhere in North Atlanta? Which would you prefer for you and your family? This is Livia Bica with Keller Williams, North Atlanta. Until next time, I hope to see you around town.